everyone here with Jose Benavidez, Senior. Jose, just a couple days away from this new division of David at 175. Talk to me about this change and what he was able to do at 168 and now what he's looking to do at 175.
We're super excited to be here, especially like I said, the 100th anniversary here. And, at 175, it's another different division. We've never been at 175. This is the first time we're fighting a guy that was an Olympian, ex-world champion. He only has one loss to Benavidez. Benavidez is one of the best fighters right now, pound for pound. He has 100, knockout ratio, right now. He's one of the hardest guys at 175, and that's what we're trying to look impressive on Saturday, and hopefully we could get that fight. We're a little nervous, like I said, but at the end of the day, that night on Saturday, everything's going to go away. We're going to go to work. David had a great camp in Miami, and we're ready to give you guys a good show.
What would be those nerves about? Just because of the new division?
Yeah, it's all about the new division. Everybody's asking, is the power going to be there? How's he going to feel? And all that. I'm pretty sure that's his division, actually, to be honest with you. I think he's going to bring all that power, but everybody says that, But in my opinion, I think that's what it's going to be, He looks stronger, he looks faster, and he looks healthier. Yeah. So I think that is his division. So at the end of the day, I'm super excited and super happy.
Coming to this new division, and it's for the interim title, so giving him the opportunity to potentially fight the winner of Benavidez and Bivol. How incredible would that be for you and for your team, for your family, to be able to, with one fight, potentially be at that point?
Well, to be honest, it's already incredible now, being with my two sons now. My grandson just got an award. He got a little belt from the WBC, It's amazing. I have Blancas here, and I have Reina Tellez also fighting here, and I'm working with all these guys, so it's exciting. It's amazing, to be honest with you. Super happy. I never thought I would be here now, with Blancas here, one of the fighters that are coming up too, man. It feels amazing, and I'm super happy and excited. I can't wait for Saturday.
Preparing for this fight, what kind of style are you expecting from Bostik? Obviously, he's a Ukrainian. They have a different, that European style. What are you expecting from him?
Yeah, we got some European styles too. Blanca was one of the main sparring partners for David Benavidez. He had like almost 200-300 amateur fights, and he does have an amateur career good. I think both, Alexander, it's a great fighter. He can move. He has legs. He has good defense. His speed is there. Everything. Everything. It makes him a very dangerous fighter. And we know that we're gonna go face a guy that, he needs this fight. He prepare himself for this fight like never before. Because a win over David Benavidez will take him all the way to the top. Maybe if he beats David, he'll get the fight with Canelo. He'll get the fight with everybody else. So we're not going to let that happen. We're 100% ready for this fight. David prepare himself super good, and he's doing so many different things. He's connecting with the universe. He's connecting with himself, spiritually. And a father. And all that. I see him super dangerous. There's nobody that can beat him at 168 or 175 at this moment.
I want to sneak in one question. You said he sparred. He was the main sparring partner. Tell me about what is it like facing the Mexican Monster, day in day out. That power. Talk to me about that.
Being one of David's main sparring partners is an honor. David is a great guy. He's a tremendous athlete. Sharing the ring with him, I get to experience a lot. I get to learn a lot. Being part of the team is a huge blessing. I think we're both ready physically and mentally. So on Saturday, you guys are going to see a great show.
How much do those punches from David, how much do they hurt? And we're not even talking about a fight. We're just talking about sparring, right? But how much?
Yeah, in sparring, we push each other to the max. David is a great fighter. He pushes me a lot. I try to push him as much as I can. I try to help him as much as I can. And Saturday night is going to be a great fight.
Thank you. I'm going to continue. I have a couple more questions for you, Coach. David mentioned about how frustrating it was at 168 that he said that Canelo has held the titles hostage. How frustrating was it for you guys? I guess to the point to have to just move that division and say, let's get out of here and look somewhere else? Well,
it's frustrating for him. I mean, for me. I can imagine how frustrating. I hear him talk all the time. He's been wanting to fight Canelo for almost 3 years. He's been mandatory with the WBC. Now they say in March, they were going to take his belt away and that David was going to fight. None of that happened. I believe that organizations are going to do what's fair, at the end of the day, but we just got to stay active and keep proving ourselves, because at the end of the day, we can't sit at 168 and win for Canelo. That fight is not going to happen. Canelo has no interest fighting David because he knows that he's going to get knocked out. David's going to beat him. So he's asking for a ridiculous amount of money, $200 million. Anybody would say that just to get away from a fighter. But easily, I definitely think that he could get like $80 million, $90 million. But yet he's fighting guys that like Munguia, Berlanga, that I think Berlanga's the next fighter that he's getting like 30 million. But yet he says that David doesn't bring anything to the table. What is Munguia bringing to the table? What is Berlanga bringing to the table? Berlanga, has been looking. I like Berlanga, don't get me wrong, but he has been looking bad in all his fights, and he has a lot of talent. Munguia, we see that, a blind guy will hit him with a punch, His defense is really bad, So he was doing really good at the beginning, but at the end of the day, he got hit, he got dropped, and I think those guys are not better than David. So when he says that David has nothing to bring to the table, that's disrespectful, and at the end of the day, we'll let that go away. We'll go up to 175 and try to seek for Usyk or Benavidez. Not Usyk, Bivol or Usyk pretty soon, because he went down to cruiserweight, I think, now. So maybe in a couple of years. But yeah, we're just trying to look for the best at 175. Who wouldn't love to see David Benavidez fight Bivol, the one that beat the one, and the one that beat Sulo Ramirez, And now he will be the third Mexican to face Bivol. So I think everybody's going to get excited about that. So those are the fights that we want to bring to the people.
Is that what excites you, to be able to beat the guy that beat Canelo and then be at the top of the world?
I have no idea. If we can't beat the guy that doesn't want to fight David, well, let's beat the guy that beat the guy so everybody can see. See, we're better than this guy. Yeah. At the end of the day, no hard feelings, nothing like that. He's the champion at 168. So everybody wants to fight him. I have a lot of respect for his team and him. They've done so much for boxing. It would be so hard for somebody else to do what they've done in boxing. But at the end of the day, that's not how you go out, by choosing your opponent. So you say that you could do whatever you want. That's not fair for other fighters. That's not good. If you're the lion, if you're the top one, you got to fight the young, upcoming monsters. That I think they deserve a chance. Also, we've been waiting for 3 years, so I don't know what to tell you.
What do you say to Oscar De La Hoya? Has been very, very friendly towards David and has had a lot of harsh words, saying that he agrees with you that Canelo is ducking Benavidez.
Not just Oscar De La Hoya. Everybody agrees. Everybody that all the actors, all the ex-champions, all the fans, and all that are saying that he's ducking, that he doesn't want to face David. At the end of the day, I think Oscar is right. Like Mike Tyson, like everybody else. Canelo does not want to face the Mexican monster. He is scared of monsters at night.
One last question. Last time that we talked about, it was before Ryan faced Devin Haney. Obviously, I know some time has passed. Ryan beat Devin Haney, but since he beat Haney, he's been kind of spiraling, having situations. What's your take on Ryan Garcia? And even just a few days ago, he was arrested. What do you think? What's going on through a fighter's mind?
I think everybody feels the way that I feel. I want to check my phone right now and see if there's anything new with Ryan Garcia. At the end of the day, he's making a lot of noise, and to me, I would say, to be honest with you, he's the face of boxing, because he sells. He sells over a million pay-per-views, and he still loses. He won this fight. He looked unbelievable. He looked incredible. He was drinking. He was partying. I just, at the end of the day, I don't know what it is with him, but he makes a lot of news, I see my whole team. Hey, did you see what Ryan Garcia put? I don't know what it is about this kid that I'm into the Ryan Garcia's club, trying to see what happens. Every day there's something new. There's something new. So at the end of the day, that's what sells, and that's what people want to see. He's an entertainer, and I wish I had a Ryan Garcia also like that. I wouldn't say that he's doing anything wrong. Yeah. He's winning. He's making a lot of money. Yeah. What's wrong about that? Yeah. So
it's It's funny to see. David is a lot more reserved, right? Your son is a lot more. When he gets upset, he does have a lot of harsh words to say. But he's very. I think, in my opinion, that he's very calm and reserved. You think maybe if he were to be doing the things that Ryan does, there'd be more attention to him. But David does leave really all the talking in the ring.
If you ask me about David, David would not change his way of thinking or doing his things. Junior, on the other hand, he would do anything that Ryan Garcia is doing. Maybe I would do it too, but his personality, he's more of a thinker, and he's very relaxed. Even when he was little, he would say, he would put his head down and say, "Hey, Dad, let's go." He's very shy, and I don't think he would. Yeah, his personality would not allow him to do anything like that. To be honest with you, but there's a lot of guys like me that were crazy. So,
You're crazy. You're crazy everywhere. David just does his craziness inside the ring.
Exactly, and that's what it is, And I believe that in life, if you're not crazy, you're not going to do anything good. People don't care, but when you're a little crazy, good or bad, at the end of the day, people know who you are. I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Looking forward to a crazy weekend this weekend.
A crazy weekend. Don't miss it this Saturday. Pay-per-view. It's going to be a great fight. David, the Mexican Monster, is going to steal the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.